Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me now sitting up. I think, well, here I go. I mean, you don't have to see my charming face, do you, for me to come at you wildly. I was just looking at, I remember how I always say member instead of remember. I need to enunciate. Remember how I was saying that finally, that group, former Intel for Sanity or something, I forget what they're called. It includes William Binney and Ray McGovern, two of the ones that I know totally. Well, I don't know them personally, but there's like 30 people in that group, and they have done their own research, their own examination of the so-called hack, which was a leak, and we've known that for a year. All anybody has to do is read the WikiLeaks. I don't understand why this is such a big mystery and why people are still clinging to it like they're guns and religions. Ugh. So, anyhow, remember how I said that's now coming to the forefront, and people like Lionel have reported on it, as well as Mike Rivera. And I think I did hear Mike saying something today about how some outlets are desperately trying to, I don't know, sort of breeze over it or question this report. Boy, I wish they did that with the original conspiracy theory they came up with. Well, I was just looking at an independent outlet that's normally fairly decent. I don't really want to name it because I don't want to disparage the gentleman. He's normally pretty good, but I did leave some comments under there. Because, he's always been suspect of the hack portion, but still buys into this. They use somehow propaganda in social media outlets to disparage Hillary or something. So they're really attacking RT, RT, Russia Today, which is not corporate media, but it is what some call state-run media. I mean, it's part of the Russian government. They fund it, I guess, is what I'm saying here. But I'm telling you what, they have given, a lot of the shows have given absolute truth. I mean, they've talked about the dangers of fracking. They've talked about they interviewed Greg Palast on Interstate Crosscheck. They've talked about really unpacking, say, a $15 minimum wage, or that other countries have this universal health care. Things, actual issues, is what RT that I've seen covers. And that would be Lee Camp. Tom Hartman has a program over there. Chris Hedges. There's so many really good reporters on there. Watching the Hawks, that's an RT outlet or show. So I guess what's happening now, ladies and gentlemen, is now not now, for a long time, and including this independent media gentleman to whom I was just listening, they are claiming that this RT was putting propaganda into the social media and things like that, kind of like that Defend the Record. Is that what it was called? Defend the Record? No, Correct the Record. The David Brock brainchild that was a Hillary Clinton pack of some sort, where they went around dropping disparaging remarks about Bernie Sanders and things like that. He's comparing the two, that somehow Russia was so vested in this. What did they get out of it? Also, I want to know, okay, this gentleman just got done saying that, that they dropped in propaganda about Hillary that wasn't true. I want to know, what do they mean by that wasn't true about Hillary? Did they mean that she really doesn't have a private policy separate from her public policy? Because that came out. Do they mean that she really didn't, behind the scenes, support TPP? She campaigned for it and went around saying it was the gold standard. Was that a lie that they brought forward? Did they make up stuff about Hillary not being for $15 minimum wage or Medicare for all? Was that lies? I mean, do you see where I'm going here? It's just, they are really going to do what they can to cling to this Russia interfered BS. And it's dangerous now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I've been saying for a year about it. I'm not on the side of Hillary or Trump or taking any kind of oh, I'm madly in love with this or that candidate, so therefore Russia couldn't have hacked or anything. I'm explaining the dangers of going with this false narrative for a damn year. We now have sanctions against Russia. We have people like Rachel Maddow on the mainstream media going on about how Russia interfered with our democracy and it's an act of war. We had Darth Vader, also known as Dick Cheney, calling it an act of war. This is dangerous territory, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why I've been on it like white on rice for a year, because I can't believe now, even with these former intel experts who were also instrumental in debunking the weapons of mass destruction propaganda in 2003, they're now not going to believe them. Anything to cling to this insane Russian narrative. I am so mad right now, I'm amazed a mosquito would even want to bite me. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with more insanity about Russia. I'm sorry, but I have to but bloviate about what I've just taken in. And that's what I just took in. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join together with me. Drop your political identity so we can really focus on cleaning up this world. Boy, without being loyal to one or the other, or being called a Putin puppet, please join with me. I'm begging you. Read the WikiLeaks. Love you.